what if tomorrow hindi na ako mag-exist?
Mm.
It's undeniable that yun yung isa na nag-push na, oo nga, sa dami-dami ng sinusulat ko and tinatype ko sa aking Google Docs ever since, even my journals, wala ni isa doon ang na-publish. So, anong kwento ko? Wala akong na-share na kwento. If ever this uncertainty, this virus is going to like call me home, ganun. Hindi naman natin alam. Ang hirap when we're talking about our life stories, when we're going to write something about the past, especially when it's about loss. Yun yung typical naman na sinulat ko sa 25 Centavo Change. Although in a lighter manner, I tried to remember the good values that were left by my mom to us, which led to kung ano yung meron tayo ngayon, which is the anchor.
Dear friend, welcome to our Behind the Book conversation, and today's guest is a research consultant, a trainer, a speaker, and yes, author of 2 books. At alam nyo ba, ang kanyang pinakaunang libro, published in 2020, was one of the finalists of the Cardinal Sin Catholic Book Awards. Ayan, and she's so back after 5 years with her second book titled Anchor, Find Your Stillness in the Storm of Grief. Makukuha nyo sa Manila International Book Fair 2025, September 14, SMX MOA Manila at 1 p.m. Ayan, magkakaroon ng book signing ang ating author doon under the booth of Lola Cuentosera, second floor, booth 137 to 138. And in this conversation, we're gonna be talking about deep things. Her book writing journey, paano niya nasulat yung kanyang unang libro, which is really a deep book, a deep topic. And then, after 5 years, nasundan niya ito ng kanyang pangalawang libro. And tinanong ko siya, anong mas deeper, the first or the second? And she said the second. You'll know why in our conversation. You'll also be learning a lot. This is one of the conversations I had with an author na sobrang deep, sobrang kalmado lang. And I'm so sure, just like ako, nung nag-uusap kami, ang dami kong napulot na aral na gusto kong i-share sa inyo. So, I suggest you have your pen and paper with you, ready, na pwede mong gamitin to journal your thoughts, your ideas, because you really learn a lot. And here is our conversation. Paano ka nagsimula sa iyong book writing journey?
For the book writing, syempre pandemic ang dahilan. Pandemic ang dahilan. It's both fear and faith. Fear in the sense that, what if tomorrow hindi na ako mag-exist? Lalo na nung pile up ng mga news that everyone is dying, everyone is, because of the virus. It's undeniable that yun yung isa na nag-push na, oo nga, sa dami-dami ng sinusulat ko and tinatype ko sa aking Google Docs ever since, even my journals, wala ni isa doon ang na-publish. But I've always been brain and the writer behind these books na napapublish. So I've been doing ghostwriting even before publishing my own. So when I was challenged na ganun, oh nga no. So anong kwento ko? Wala akong na-share na kwento. If ever this uncertainty, this virus is going to like call me home, ganun. Hindi naman natin alam. Alam talaga natin during pandemic, di ba? It's very uncertain. Hindi tayo makalabas. There are lots of bawal gawin and all. But the thing na hindi bawal is you stay home and do something productive. So what I did was to gather my notes, all my journals, and look into my book. Meron akong kunwaring libro na ginawa.
Yes.
I'm an author. Nilagyan ko yan ng pangalan, but hindi pa na-publish. And then on Facebook, I I I read a book writing workshop by our fellow author and Cordilleran as well,
Yes.
Coach Chris. For and then I think I cannot afford. I cannot afford. So what I did was to join only the workshop. And then when I shared it with my siblings, that I said, I think I'm writing a book. And the book is something about what we've been talking about. Oh, we want to do something for our mom in a way. That's why nagsimula yun yung the 25 Centavo Change, and that's the book journey.
Mm.
Kumbaga dati pa notes-notes lang na nagsusulat para sa
Mm.
mga kaibigan,
Yes.
para sa pera, para
Yes
sa
naman.
income, oo. Para sa
Yes.
income,
Mm.
para ano, ngayon, when I did that, technically gusto naman natin din siya as a source of income. At the same time, it's a
Mm.
passion. So ito yung sinasabi nilang love what you do and
Yes.
that's it. The story, ang hirap when we're talking about our life story, when we're going to write something about the past, especially when it's about loss.
Yep.
And that's typically, yun yung typical naman na ano, na sinulat ko sa 25 centavo change. Although in a lighter manner,
Yep.
I tried to remember the good values that were left by my mom to us, which led to kung ano yung meron tayo ngayon, which is the anchor.
Mm.
Naging mahirap yung writing journey emotionally, kasi
Yep.
emotionally taxing siya. Andun na yung skill on writing,
Yep.
but on how to put them into words na hindi ka makakasakit
Mm.
ng ibang tao. Pero mahirap pa rin daw according to my reviewers, those who reviewed it, masakit pa rin. Because it actually, nagpapaalala siya ng memory. So, ang
Mm.
daming maaalala.
Mm.
Uh, and it's very generic yung pain.
Yep.
Kasi hindi siya madalas pag-usapan, especially here in our in the Cordilleras, 'di ba? Hindi
Oo.
natin madalas pag-usapan if somebody, you lost someone.
Mm.
Parang naging bahagi na rin ng culture natin na it's past, we have to move on. Like, you
Yep.
have to move on right on. Move on with life, gawin yung ganito, ganyan. There is no such thing as briefing, there's no such thing as grieve for it.
Mm.
Even if meron yung sabi nating we mourn, but we do
Mm.
not really talk about the emotion.
Mm.
Hindi talaga natin pinag-uusapan yung proseso. Hindi
Mm.
talaga natin pinag-uusapan yung bigat. Because when we lose a person, lalo na yung mga mahal natin sa buhay, ang daming tao sa atin dito, 'di ba? When we have the wake until burial, we have rituals. Madaming tao na they mourn with you, there with you. Hindi mo nararamdaman yung bigat ng nawalan ka. But
Mm.
after that, yung after na ng burial, yun na yung simula ng mas mabigat pa.
Yep.
That's the sail. That's that storm of grief na you discover that life goes on, yung buhay ng iba nagtutuloy-tuloy, pero bakit pakiramdam mo na-stuck ka pa rin? Parang hindi umuusad, parang andun ka pa rin sa kung saan ka, ta's hindi mo mabalikan kung ano yung puwede mong, "Asan na ako?" Gano'n.
Mm.
Even the food, even the scent,
Mm.
yung simpleng bagay lang nakikita mo sa paligid mo would always remind you of nawalan ka.
Mm.
Hindi hindi mo na siya makikita.
Yep.
Mahirap na hindi mo na siya makakausap, hindi mo na siya mapagsasabihan, especially in cases like children to moms or
Mm.
mother, kasi yun yung isang part na lalo na kung, sila yung shoulder to cry on mo, ang hirap talaga. Especially pa kung bata ka when that happens or young. Kasi when I was speaking with other individuals na nakaranas ng ganitong situation, even though if meron na silang sariling pamilya, matanda na yung kanilang mom or yung parent nila na nawala, the
Mm.
pain is still there.
Yep.
You still wish to see them, you still wish to hug them, you still wish na sana nakakausap mo pa rin sila, sana napapagalitan mo sila, sana napapagalitan ka pa rin nila, na that meron pa rin kayong banter, meron pa rin kayong napag-uusapan na mga gano'n, rather than yung wala din yung tao.
Mm.
Mami-miss mo talaga yung hindi lang yung moments, kundi yung mga celebration din. 'Pag masaya, 'di ba, parang may
Mm.
celebration ta's you wish that person is there.
Yep.
So yung moments na yun yung journey talaga na I would say it has fueled yung aking writing journey.
Yeah.
Na-fuel niya talaga yon, nabigyan niya ako ng lakas ng loob na if I will not write it, then paano yung mga readers who also would wish to read something that would make them feel na may kasama sila, na hindi sila nag-iisa. 'Cause
Hmm.
that's been the longing that I wanted before kaya ako nababasa yung I think I read the book like, uh, Motherless Daughter, yung mga gano'n. I don't remember na the author, but it's an
Mm.
international author, I think. And, mga Motherless Daughter, Daughter of an Angel.
Mm.
I haven't read pa Morning to Morning. I
Hmm.
joined their GC on the Fist
Mm.
through a fellow author here. Wala pa akong copy niya and I'm wishing na sa MIBF makita ko.
Yes,
Ito
kita-kits
yun,
kayo dun. Sana
sige.
nakita ko na yun sis, nakita ko na yung
Mm.
ganyang title, Morning to
Morning to
Morning.
Morning, yes. And
Hmm.
yun yung isang ano na na-realize ko na, okay, set aside the culture, set aside the rituals. We really have to talk about grief. We really have to talk about loss. And we really have to talk about the journey. We have to write it and make those who are going through yung lalo na yung mga fresh feel na it's it's gonna be there's gonna be somewhere meron silang pupuntahan. I
Mhm.
cannot say kasi na it's gonna be okay. I don't
Yeah.
want to say it's gonna be okay kasi even now, ako naiiyak pa rin ako if still remember, 'di ba? Kasi
Mhm.
hindi naman sa dahil sana hindi nangyari,
Yep.
but it's the thing that, um, nasulit ko ba yung oras, alam mo
Hmm.
'yan? Nabigay ko ba yung best ko?
Hmm.
May mga hindi pa ba ako nagawa? Yung mga gano'n. And, it also challenges our faith, 'di ba, in a way. Yung mga ganitong journey, it also challenges our faith. It leads me back to reading the Bible just
Yeah.
because I also wanna be a writer. So, ah, honestly, aminin ko, hindi
Yeah.
na ako kasing kagaya ng dati that I read the Bible often.
Hmm.
So, dahil sa ganitong journey of writing, I go back to that part na nung yung journey din ng mga, disciples and even
Hmm.
Jesus during his time, yun. It actually we can actually relate to the pain, even the life stories ng mga nandun sa mga I cannot say isa-isa, but even
Hmm.
their life stories, you can read in between, they also suffered loss.
Yeah.
They were also grieving. The mother of Jesus, she grieved also, 'di ba?
Hmm.
There's also
Right.
grief, and how did she it's like, I lost my mom,
Hmm.
Mama Mary lost his son. Yung mga gano'n na pain, how painful that would that be, yung son of God and then yun, na-lost pa rin siya ng mom niya. So, how painful could that be? So, those stories,
Hmm.
yun yung triny ko to wave while I was writing this. Was saying, if I could be an instrument of something, then make me one. And if
Hmm.
this would be that, then your will be done.
Yes. Kaya hindi naging madali yung journey sis, kasi ang bigat nung sa'yo 'no, alam mo yon parang
Yeah.
it's really heavy, but if there's something na that was 2020 talagang
Mm.
pandemic. Kapagka babalik ka dun sa time na yon, is there something na nag-benefit ka in a way? Maybe perhaps two things na pagkababalikan mo, "Buti na lang nasulat ko." Bakit? Are there like two, perhaps you can just, share with us ano yung dalawang benefits na nakuha mo because you started writing and specifically doon sa topic na naisulat mo sa first book mo? And
Mhm.
also, we add to that just for context, ilang taon ka nung nawala si mom mo and ilan din kayo magkakapatid? Just, for our
Oo.
viewers then to understand.
Yeah. If there's two things na natutunan ko from that I got from that, I was looking back, I was 15
Hmm.
when mom passed away, and I was third in the family. That means pito kami.
Hmm.
So, I was third, I was 15, yung panganay was 19, the second was 17, yung sunod sa'kin was I don't remember, 90 siya, so mga something in then. And then fifth, na nasa high school or elementary din yata. And what I remember is yung 6 years, yung 6th and 7th. Yung 6th namin was 5 years old and the baby was still 11 months old. So siya yung hindi talaga nakaabot kay mama.
Yep.
With that, I would say na a lot of things have changed. Noong 2020, when I wrote that during pandemic, the journey of acceptance, nagsisimula pa lang ako nun. Because technically, before 2020, I don't really want to talk about anything that has to do with loss. I would say mom is just, just there. And let's just survive this. Survival mode ba? Let's just live one day at a time.
Yep.
Provide food, send them to school. Alam mo yung ganun. Pay debt.
Yeah.
Yung ganyan, no? Build something to earn income. Hanggang ganun lang siya. Naka-survival mode lang talaga ako prior to pandemic, prior to writing this book. But as I go along with the process, yun pala yun. When they keep on saying, especially therapists, mga ganyan, yung journaling, anything that you feel, then you write.
Yep.
Very effective siya in letting out your emotions. Maski pa halo-halo yan, pero you have to also be be careful. Kasi minsan umiiyak, minsan tumatawa because I cry for moments or memories na masaya during our childhood. And I also laugh dun sa moments na ako, eto na naman, ito nga nagmana nga talaga ako sa nanay ko, o ganito din ako noon. It's like, I'm trying to say the words na pagka pinapagalitan ko yung mga younger siblings ko. Ako, ayan ka na naman. Tapos feeling ko, nag-e-echo sa isip ko yun, ayan, ganyan ka dati yung nanay ko. So, you know what I mean? Like, um, the moment na nandun ako sa process of writing about it, journaling about it, healing was already starting because of the acceptance. She's not really here, but she actually paved the way. Repair niya talaga yung the realization na hinanda niya kami all throughout. That's actually what makes me emotional. Because sabi nga nung isang pamangkin ko, that's when you really know that moms are really mothers. Even in heaven, they're trying to do things for us. They prepared us. They prepared everything for us. So ganun talaga yung pagiging nanay na hindi mo matatawaran na kahit nasa heaven na siya, nasa kabilang buhay na siya. It's like everything is lining up. Sabi natin the universe is working for you. But the thing is, for me, what I remember when I was doing that, yun, yung naisip ko, she really did prepare everything for us. And she also prepared us. So that's first, things were prepared for us. And the second thing is we were also prepared for the journey that would come a long way. Now I know that kahit ganun kahaba yung pain and grief from a loss, somewhere along the way, when acceptance comes in and you start to talk about it, to share your story, that's when I discovered that hindi ako nag-iisa. I was not alone. Those who read my first book messaged me. I don't even know them. They sent me a message and one particular stood out. Sabi niya, "Thank you, ma'am, for writing your story. Because of that, I'm given the courage to write my own." So I just responded to that. I would want to read your story soon as well. So binabalikan ko siya the last time yung message na yun. I was looking for that. And on some of the pages ng Messenger of Hope dati, there were comments and we were reading. And when you feel that you're not alone and you made an impact and you inspired people, that's a feeling that cannot be converted monetarily. Hindi siya matatawaran, hindi siya mababayaran. It's really
Yes.
something na it's part of a transformation that you cannot explain.
Sobra. It is. Napaka-priceless niya. You cannot really put a price on that. Totoo yan. We wanted to pass this on. If you're going to talk right now, to an aspiring author na ang concern niya is, so where do I start my story? So where do I start my book? Ano yung pwede mong sabihin sa kanya based from your book writing journey as well?
Where to start? That's definitely my question. You have a lot of ideas, you have stories, right?
Yeah.
And where to go from here? That's another question.
Mm.
So where to start? Start with yourself, start with your questions. That's where I started. I wrote a lot of questions also.
Mm.
I wrote questions, and from there, what would be the message that a reader, someone like me who was in that situation, would want to hear or would want to read? Ano yung pwede or gusto kong basahin?
Mm.
So, I would always put myself as an audience or as a reader before I start, pero lagi ako nagsusulat diyan ng ano, I always scribble questions. I always start with questions. And then ngayon, it has become easier, unlike before. We don't have this help of guidance, like there are guidelines already, 'di ba? Mga na-publish
Yes,
na books,
tama.
may mga book coach. I
Yeah.
think what would I advise them is to join a book writing and publishing. You have your own, what do you call that? Like your writing workshop, right?
Yeah.
That is a great help. That someone would guide you and assist you on how to map your ideas.
Mm.
Because that's where I begin to write the questions. And from the question, I would map out the idea. Napaka-research based pa rin ano. That's in my
Yes.
case. I do it like a research guideline. So I map the idea na nandoon. So ano yung mas madami na naiisip ko right at that time. And
Mm.
then I draw maps. I really map them out, my idea, and then ah definitely I often ask, 'di ba? Nagtatanong nga ako sa inyo, eh. So, what do you think? Ganyan. And I ask people as well. I also have my confidant. I
Yeah.
would often ask question, yun yung isa. Because in writing book, though we have the skill, it also is very important to have people around us
Agree.
whom we can talk to, yung nakakausap natin
Mm.
and would evaluate and give feedback doon sa ating nagawa. Well,
Mm.
not too early naman to give na, "Okey ba, tama 'to?" Because we have the
Ah.
tendency of editing, 'di ba? Ako nagse-self-edit ako, guilty po ako diyan. That's the reason why 'di ba? Ang hirap din kasi if you proofread and you do edit sa work ng iba,
Yes.
nagiging self-conscious ka rin. So, honestly, it's not a perfect, rodeo that they say, 'di ba? Hindi siya perpektong journey when you do the writing. But there is no other way than to start now, today. Start today.
Yes. 5 years since nasulat mo yung book mo titled The 25 Centavo Change, A Tale of Loss and Values Gained. Now you've written a book and on your birth month, and actually this coming Sunday, you will launch it sa Manila International Book Fair. Ano yung kwento behind nun?
The challenge after 5 years, right? It's like first time again.
Mm.
This book is heavier and deeper than the previous one
Mm.
because this is like opening another wound, experiencing or re-experiencing the same loss na isang malapit din. And as I watch yung aking mga pamangkin losing their mom,
Mm.
yun naging parang sobrang bigat sa loob na when I was experiencing that, meron din kaya na like looking at us and trying to say na, kaya niyo yan, or I
Yeah.
was thinking if there were. Maybe there were, but I don't really remember, 'di
Oo.
ba? So, because because I want to be that person na puwede nilang makapitan.
Mm.
in times of or in this storm of grief. That's why it's Anchor. So the
Mm.
book is titled Anchor, Find Your Stillness in the Storm of Grief.
Yeah.
It's because the generation gap, makikita mo talaga, they're really strong. These kids, they are
Mm.
really strong. But I know, I remember as well that when I was at the same age, ganun din ako. I didn't want to cry. I didn't want
Mm.
to talk about it. I've always been shrugging it. Like, it
Mm.
happens to everyone. I
Mm.
only always say it. And I would say, I had enough time to tell my mom that I love her. Kumbaga, why should I suck? Why should I feel bad? Mga ganon. I've been trying to convince myself.
Mm.
But until that moment when my sister-in-law, she contacted me before kasi hindi ko pa talaga alam
Mm.
that she's sick.
Yep.
So sabi niya, "Can we have a coffee and all stuff?" And then, of course, sure. So medyo pa nga natagalan. Pareho kaming laging busy and then ako din, laging may pinagkakaabalahan.
Mm.
So, we've been moving the coffee date until the last time. So, nakapag-Australia pa nga kami before na natuloy yung coffee date. So,
Mm.
imagine that's 2023, 24 na yata natuloy yung coffee date. And that time ko lang nalaman that she's actually battling cancer. And she found that out 2023. Alis na kami nun. And when she found that out, syempre malakas to eh. She's a strong woman.
Mm.
She's really hardworking. But then she's also going through lots of problems. And
Mm.
then she just told me I just vividly recall na she asked me, how did you survive without your mom? Sabi ko, Manang, that question is something tricky. I was just smiling. And would you like to read my book instead? I said,
Mm.
would you like to read my book instead? And then na-feel ko that there's something. So I asked her, why is there something wrong? And then
Mm.
she's mentioned that, yeah, she found out she has cervical cancer and all those stuff. That she has to go through certain treatments. And I said, Faith, I can only pray because hindi ko naman alam kung anong pwede kong gawin. Pero I can feel the emotion of a mom na afraid na iwan yung kanyang kids. She has
Mm.
5 and iniisip niya alam kong kaya nila, but there are things as parents, as a mom, alam kasi natin the world is we are surrounded with, hindi
Mm.
lang naman may mga hindi tayo may mga pino-protect natin yung ating mga children from things outside environment.
Mm.
Di na natin masabi 'di ba yung mga not so good words, not so good from people with ill intentions. We really protect our children from those and I can feel that. Kasi I think we also went through the same thing when we lost our mom. And the next thing nangyari yung we have a meet up. I can no longer hear her voice. Medyo nag-iba na yung boses niya kasi this was just recent lang, 2025. And then she told me, if you're going to write that book for me. So I was like puzzled, what book? Kumbaga, um, the fear of her na what what if mawala ako and everything will parang lahat ng hindi maganda makikita na ng mga anak ko. Yung mga shield nga niya from those bad or ill-intentioned people. What will I do? What will happen? Wala na ako. All those fear nandun, unravel. I've already wrote guides parang sa second book ko. It was titled differently. I was trying to do a generic guideline for teens, for teenagers who also are surviving the loss of their mom or surviving the loss of their parents, of a parent. It's not an instructional one, but I was trying to write something na pwede nilang kapulutan of how did we survive, how did we do
Oo.
that things like that. Pero nahihirapan ako sa direction niya. That's why ilang beses ko siyang pinu-put off.
Mm.
But then when that happened na, she told me about, like, when are you going to write that book? I was I was really caught off guard. What book? How did you know I'm writing a book? Something like that. How did you know I'm writing a book? And then comes July, napaka-typhoon dito sa atin, hindi na ilalabas. So yung promise namin to have a date to talk about what she was mentioning me about the book, and gusto niya to go to a warm place,
Mm.
yun lang, like those. That's when I really told myself nung nalaman ko na she's in the hospital, and then she wanted to talk to me but she can no longer speak. That's when I really told myself, nako, take every time, every minute to connect to people.
Mm.
Wag yung busy ka, wag yung nako introvert ako at nahihiya, the social battery. Aminin natin ako, I'm ready to go out na, but because of sometimes yung social battery natin drained. Minsan sasabihin natin we're busy kahit hindi. It's because nahihirapan talaga akong mag-converse ng matagal
Yeah.
when it comes to heavy emotional uh, issues or concerns like this. Hindi ko siya nasusustain. Parang hindi kaya ng aking social battery. But then, that moment, nung nabanggit nga na, what can I leave? So I said, I did not respond to her that time.
Mm.
Because I really don't know. Walang direction yung sinusulat ko. There was no direction. Until this anchor came. The title changed right on nung we were losing her already.
Mm.
We were like, wala na. The doctors are saying it's been 5 years. She's been battling cancer for 5 years already. So I said, okay, I promise. I know this is what you were saying, and I'm responding. And through this book, I would like to respond.
Mm.
So the book cover, just to give a deeper meaning to that, is actually made by one of her daughter. Yung bunso niya was the one who they're very talented kids.
Grabe. Ito
Yes,
nasa
very, very
background ko
talented.
siya. Ito guys,
Yes,
Anchor.
that's
This
what.
is the one. Yep.
Yes, that's illustrated. Technically, when I was asking for permission, I would like to just, kasi hindi naman yung buong libro is about their mom. It's really the journey of finding an anchor, finding
Mm.
someone whom you can trust, yung nakakaalam sa kung anong pinagdadaanan mo.
Yeah.
And that was our journey also before. Ang hirap kasi, aminin natin o hindi, sa culture kasi dito parang people or sa culture natin in the community, hindi natin nilalahat. But some people would like, akala mo they mean well, but technically no. So I've also been betrayed. I've also been
Mm.
nagka-trust issues din. Naniwala ako sa mga ganitong bagay na hindi naman ganyan. So medyo nagkamali din ako ng mga pinagkatiwalaang tao, nasaktan, na, oh, these are the things that my mom were telling me, yung mga ganyan, money matters, yung mga ganon na medyo sa batang edad natin, yung parents natin or yung mom namin ang usually nagsasabi na, "Oh, you're not supposed to do this and do that," nagre-remind sa'min. But because she was no longer there, yun yung nawala, na hindi ko na alam kung sino yung totoong tao, hindi mo na alam kung sino yung manloloko pala sa'yo, hindi mo alam kung sino yung nagsisinungaling right in front of you, hindi mo alam kung sino mga may ulterior motives. And
Mm.
that's really, as a mom, I really would want to say yung mga nanay. I am mom myself now, kaya parang yun yung challenge. We wanted, as much as we wanted our kids, na sana hindi nila maranasan yung hirap natin. Hindi pala ganun. So, tama yung nanay ko. Sabi niya, I cannot make your life easy, but I have to prepare you to what's coming. Hindi
Yes.
madali. Ganun.
Yes.
So, it's technically the storm of grief. It's not just the cycle that we're talking about, anger, we're not all those
Mm.
things. It has no ending. The grief has no ending. So sad to say that, no? Wala talaga siyang ending kasi you would always remember. You would always remember the day you felt that. But the thing is, if you have an anchor, if you have someone na puwede mong pag-sharean, puwede mong masabihan, puwede mong mapagkuwentuhan,
Mm.
nakakagaan talaga siya. You would float, you would survive the the waves that are coming. Mahirap siya, hindi madaling makahanap ng anchor
Yeah.
in all life. But an anchor, hindi siya nag-iisa. Good people would come. That's basically the advices that I have inside. Were also the words na nanggaling sa mga tao na naging anchor ko din. I'd like to say na marami pa ring tao na who were instrument of who I am right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be who I am kung wala yung mga yon.
Mm.
Who also led me to realizing na, oh, they were instruments para ma-survive ko yung certain situation or circumstance ko na ganito. For example
Mm.
pa lang, nahirapan din kami, I know we're 7, as I mentioned earlier, madami kaming
Yes.
magkakapatid. And then, tatay namin was the only one who's working. And, sa farming dito sa atin, hindi ka nakakasiguro, 'di ba? We have
Yeah, it's a
lot of
gamble.
factors yes, it's really a gamble.
Mm.
And, alam naman natin kung gaano kahirap yung gambling na yun, na
Um,
hindi natin masasabi talaga. That's why we have to make sure na nakakatulong din tayo. And hindi lang din naman iisang tao yung tumulong sa atin. So, in my case, there were instruments, scholarships, people who've been praying sa'yo. Malalaman mo na ng people who have been praying sa'yo na hindi mo alam behind you have your prayer warriors, people na nami-meet mo somewhere na they're strangers at first, but then they say words, mga words minsan na only my mom would say. Naniniwala ako those are angels. My
mm.
mom would always tell us kasi noon na, angels, they also come in forms of human, and they are instruments to remind us of our faith when we are kung hindi tayo baka ano, na ibang landas na ang ating nasusundan. So, they are actually reminders na, "Oops, medyo hindi ka ano,
Mm.
maling daan 'yan dito, ganyan, dadaan ka ng ganito." And, basically, anchor is something that I wanted to also remind myself, yung sa sarili ko din na you did not do it alone. You were
Mm.
not alone. All throughout the journey, may gumabay sa'yo, meron kang mga kasama. They were instrumental in whatever na na-achieve mo ngayon, and that's something humbling,
Mm.
because that's something that keeps me grounded. To
Yeah.
always remind myself, hindi lang ikaw ito. You're instrument of a message na gustong marinig ng mga kagaya mo rin na nag-go through. And I
Mm.
think yun na yung mantra natin na we're going through certain situations, hindi lang pampalubag loob na maging resilient or something.
Yes.
Pero ngayon ko siya na-realize na I had to go through that and surpass it and survive it because I have to be an anchor to my, niece, sa mga pamangkin ko, niece and
Mm.
nephews. I have to be anchored to kids also who are experiencing the same thing, to people pa na makakabasa ng story, na makaka-relate doon sa loss, makaka-relate din doon sa journey of trying to survive, to stay
Yes.
afloat, 'di
Right.
ba?
Buti na
That
lang
is
nasulat
the
mo. You've written, you've contributed enough na I bet it will all, alam mo yon, parang ikaw naging source ng light and hope to them that I hope in their own way, when time comes, they'll also be like you na maging anchor din sa iba. This is one of our
yes.
behind the book conversations na sobrang soulful. You'll really listen. And if you stayed until ngayon, stay
Mm.
with us until the end because there's more and I bet you stayed for a reason, 'di ba? Sobrang ang lalim ng pinag-uusapan natin with our author. So happy. Nasabi niya kasi saglit lang, MIBF September birthday ko 'yan. So sabi niya susulat siya ng libro and mind you guys, like tinupad niya talaga. So it's really a matter of commitment kahit na alam mo 'yon, alam mong busy ang author natin. I think it's one thing that we would want to share with aspiring author. the commitment, the price you're willing to pay for that, which is your time, your energy, effort, talagang todo hanggang matapos mo siya. And for that, we'd love to congratulate our author MJ for bringing us another book, for writing another soulful book na talagang deep in a sense. And it is literally her gift to the world. Grabe, birthday niya. Siya yung may gift sa mundo. So, dear friends, grab a copy, Anchor, Find Your Stillness in the Storm of Grief, MIBF, September 14, last day yan. Kita-kits,
Yes.
1 p.m. onwards, ang booth natin. Thank you so much, Lola Cuento Sera, for this opportunity. Second floor tayo, aisle 2J, booth number 2137 to 2138. So, dalawang booth yan. And sobrang kita-kits tayo doon. Si author MJ will be there. Ichika niya siya. Kakwentuhan niya siya. Especially if you can relate with her story. Yeah, and I think you can ask her more about her book writing journey, book writing tips, and other things na ginagawa niya. Ayun lang. Anything else you'd like to add, sis MJ?
To close it. Diba? To close
Yes,
it.
naman!
It
Yeah.
reminded me dahil nga sa kanina, the cut earlier, for our aspiring authors and everyone listening around na naaabot ng ating YouTube channel na ating author JC with JC Tanawe. One thing that I would like to say is that we are all climbing the summit. We're all climbing the same mountain. It just so happened that we're on different level. This is actually an argument between me and my sister once when we were growing and we just lost our mom. I told her, "You're in the same path. I am in different one." And she responded, "We're in the same mountain. It just so happened that I can already see the sun. You're on your way." And I'm telling you this because I've already been in that path we're in. Alam ko na yung daan, alam ko na yung liko, alam ko kung saan ka pwedeng mahulog, alam ko kung saan pwede kang madapa. That's why I'm telling you this right now. So to our aspiring authors, we are aspiring to reach the summit of being an author. And the sun and the view and the scene is amazing. But of course, we understand that the journey would be different. And that's why we have book writing workshops. We have these authors who are ahead of us. We learn from them. We learn from how they stumbled, but also we learn from how their humble beginnings has sent them dito sa summit na ito. So, great to see you on top. We'll wait for you there. We are cheering for you, aspiring authors. And thank you so much, Author Jay-Z, for this opportunity. God bless.
Yay! Grabe! Happy birthday to you! Birthday niya is September 7, pero syempre every day is your birthday kasi September siya. And dear friends, really, I would love to see you sa MIBF. Day 1 ngayon, to be exact. But when you're watching this, ayan, day 3 na siya. Day 3 na siya kapag ka pinapanood nyo to kasi this will be Friday uploaded. And andun na ako sa MIBF Friday na. Syempre to chika with you, just roam around, enjoy MIBF. But really, thank you for staying with us and really stick with us till the end sa ating Behind the Book conversations. If you felt like this can be for a friend, feel free to forward it. To end, if you want to write a book, sabi nga ni author MJ, very important to have a mentor, to have a coach in your journey kasi what it does, nasa-shortcut yung daan mo. And with that, if you have more questions about book writing, I'll leave yung link sa description section ng ating video. And feel free to check it out. I have free one-on-one book consultation. Let's see if yung book pitch mo ba magka-align ba sa ginagawa natin. Because if not, perhaps I can recommend coaches. 'Di ba? Because ang dami, the world is abundant. 'Di ba? Hindi lang naman ako yung coach, book writing coach. In fact, I'm encouraging author MJ to be a coach as well. Although ang focus namin is non-fiction. If you have a dream, make sure it does not stay with you, but you take action on your dream. You find a mentor For sure. Sabi nga ni Author MJ, makikita ka namin sa summit. So, kami yung taga-push mo sa dulo, right? Taga-cheer for you. Tapos, taga-push mo talaga, like literal na pusher mo. Oh, this is
Oo,
JC
true, true.
Tanawe. And please follow may SOCMED pages and IG. Andyan yan lahat, JC Tanawe. And also, of course, for Author MJ, lalagay ko lahat sa link description niya. And also, learned something from this conversation, leave a comment, babasahin namin yan, and also do subscribe. So that's it. God bless you, and we hope to see you in the summit, diba? As a published author. So kita-kits sa MIBF as well. God bless everyone, and thank you, Author MJ, for gracing this conversation.
Thank you
Yay!
so much.